Hey y'all. So today has been officially 1 week since my IUI. So today I am 7 days past IUI and 9 days past trigger. So my last video I was saying some confusing words and stuff, but y'all knew what I meant. I was saying trigger, not transfer. I haven't gotten that far yet, so but maybe one day if I have to. But so today I'm 9 days past trigger, and I have been testing out my trigger shot and trying to. So um yeah, so I did the Dollar Tree test, but I don't know if you all remember, but there used to be, so right now they have a Dollar Tree test that comes in this box, the new choice box. But when I went the other day, I got there used to be another box that was pink called the Assured Pregnancy Test. It was the same Dollar Tree test, but it was like made different, like this. So it's made like this. The old design is made like this. This is the Assured one, and then but this is um the new choice one. So I always liked the Assured one better because I always got evap lines on the new choice one. And so I bought four I bought five of them, but I used one like before I even did the IUI, which is weird, but but I bought, so I had four of those. I used those on 3 days past transfer and then 5 days past transfer. See, I did it again. Y'all know what I'm talking about. 3 days past trigger and then 5 days past trigger and then 6 days and 8 days past trigger. So 5, 3, 5, 6, 8. Those are the days that I tested. And I used the Assured Dollar Tree brand. See, then I mixed it up. So then I took another pregnancy test with the, let me see, this brand is the CVS early pregnancy test. I guess it's kind of like the generic version of the first response. So, but the only reason why I switched it up was because on the Assured test, the test was like the line was gone basically. It was gone. Well, it was there, but I could barely see it. And now even on the dry test that I saved, like you can't see anything. I don't know if I hold it up to the camera, you definitely couldn't see it. But that was on cycle day. Well, I don't know cycle day, but that was on 8 days past transfer trigger. I might record this over. No, y'all, all right. So it was 8 days past trigger. So, but I'm gonna try to show y'all anyway. So this is 3 days past trigger, 1 day past the IUI. Oh, you can see it. So that's kind of clear. So that's a clear positive. That's 3 days past trigger, 1 day past IUI. And this one is 5 days past trigger. Let me say still. And, oh, wait a minute. There we go. And 5 days past trigger and 3 days past IUI. I know it's backwards to you all, but that's what that says right there. And this one is 6 days past trigger, 4 days past IUI, still there. And then I skipped 2 days. No, I skipped 1 day. So that was 6, and this is 8. So let me see if you can see it. You can kind of see it. This was 8 days past trigger. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can see it a little bit, but that's when it was like basically almost gone. I don't know, you can't see it because I can't even see it. I can see it. I don't know. Yeah, I can see it barely. So then I think on my last video I said I was gonna start taking first response. So I did go and buy first response. I haven't taken them yet, so I wanted to save them closer to when it would actually be like a test, like a real test for pregnancy, not just testing out trigger. So, but I did have the CVS one, the CVS brand lying around. So I took this one this morning, which is 9 days past trigger and 7 days past IUI. And I took that, and I expected it to be darker because these tests, these early result pregnancy tests, are designed to show a line earlier than like the Dollar Tree test. The Dollar Tree tests are meant, to take like when you missed your period and stuff. So I expect to see a darker line on this, and it is a little, it is darker, and you can actually see it. And so I was like, I didn't expect much, and I was like, man, maybe I should have kept taking the Dollar Tree test. So I took this test, and let me see if you can see that one. The blue is blue dye, but you can see it there. So it's darker than the Dollar Tree test, and that's 9 days past trigger and 7 days past IUI. And so I took that this morning. Then I ate dinner with my husband because he has to work late tonight, and so it's his lunch break, but it's during dinner time, so it's his dinner break, and I usually just go and eat dinner with him. And so when I got back, I was like, I still got some first response tests in there, but I am just going to take another Dollar Tree test. So I didn't have any, so I stopped by the Dollar Tree on my way home from dinner, and I picked up tests. But instead of picking up the assured kind, I picked up the new choice kind. And so it's a Dollar Tree test, but a different brand. So, and I took that one, and this one was a lot darker than any. That's my dog. My dogs are fighting or something. They always playing. But this one is darker than like any of the other tests, I believe. So I think I'm gonna let you all see it. And this is 9 days past trigger, the same day. Just in the evening, about 8 o'clock. So yeah, and it's still 7 days past IUI, and so I think it's still the trigger, because even like 7 days past IUI is still too early to have a line that dark. Like, I've watched I don't know how many videos, and like people who haven't even had IUI, their line is just like barely there. You can't see it. And they have to squint, and then they hold it up to the camera and say, see, you see it? You see it? And you really don't see anything, but they see it. So I really feel like, that is probably still the trigger. But it did get darker. But I did use a lot of different tests. So that was my fault. That's a lesson learned. I think just stick to the same test, and then wait until it fades all the way out. The same brand. Then once it fades all the way out, continue to use the same brand until you're in that stage to where you know for sure, like, the trigger is out of your system, and you can test, using one of the more expensive brands. But my dog does weird stuff. I could just turn the camera around right now, and you'll just see my dog running from wall like corner to corner, room to room, and just back and forth. Like they just do this. It's just weird. But they love each other. So, but that I just wanted to share with you all. Oh, this is probably like one of my longest videos. But share with you all my 2-week wait. Well, I guess the testing out the trigger. Maybe I'll come back later this weekend after I'm finished writing my paper for class, and share some 2-week wait symptoms. But yeah, so if you guys want to say, I don't know, but it's definitely lighter, so it kind of made me think like, oh, maybe I am pregnant. I mean, I could be. So, but it did actually get darker, but it's on a different brand. So I think tomorrow I'm going to take the first response. Well, I have more new choice tests now, the Dollar Tree brand, the new these brand here. I have more tests, and I have the first response test. So I don't know if I'll take, maybe I'll just keep taking the new choice, because it's still obviously a positive on the new choice. So I'll just take another new choice in the morning, and save my first response test for later, maybe like Monday, Sunday or Monday, maybe Monday, because I have 2 new choice tests left. So all right, well, I will let you all know how that goes. If you want to see, I can even record like a little short video or whatever. But thanks for watching.